It's week 4 of the NFL. And coming up, we'll see Justin Jefferson. He got plenty of looks a week ago and turned in almost 160 yards. It's the Packers and the Bengals, next on Madden Football.
With the Ohio River and the hills of Kentucky just to our right, we welcome you into Paycor Stadium in Cincinnati, Ohio. Today it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here, as it'll be the Green Bay Packers taking on the Cincinnati Bengals. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to...
Versus 0-3. Will current form hold? We'll find out as we're off in week 4. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22. So here comes the Packers offense now onto the field. And a glance at the tall signal caller, standing 6'6".
And it's funny how we always talk about how analytics are starting to creep into the game. One analytic that's been there for a long time, teams that start 0-3 usually don't make the playoffs. So we know one quarterback today that's determined to end that slide right now. It's not impossible, but this is a must-win for him and his team.
And that's complete to Adams. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 14 yards there on the first play from scrimmage. Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season open opponent, and they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. Ended up having a pretty decent ball game. But if I had missed him, it would have been a different story. Long night.
You talk about this Bengals defense. They were excellent a week ago in that victory over the Colts.
I just consider myself fortunate that I'm not in charge of the offensive line. They gave up 7 sacks last week. And if things don't improve in this game, head coach isn't going to be looking at the offensive line. He's going to look at the offensive line coach. And that's when things get dicey.
No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down. Looking to throw. Dawson. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
Here come the Bengals, and CD, of course, it's Joe Burrow out of LSU at quarterback.
That was a solid performance last week, wasn't it? 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, ran the team well, won the ball game. Bottom line, may not have been earth-shattering, but it didn't need to be.
They go play action with Burrow. Here's a short one to the tight end, Johnson. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and it's second down.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Burrow on play action. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. call it a gain of 3 on the play. And that's going to bring up 3rd and 2. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On 3rd down, it's Atkins. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 12 yards that time in the Cincinnati first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Just a gain of a couple there, and that will bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 47-yard line.
Now Burrow. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 31-yard line. Really a solid start here on the opening drive, Charles. He's now 4 of 4, and they're already in plus territory.
Brandon, he's been so precise to start this game, like we're watching an operation taking place right now. Master surgeon at work.
Open man is Higgins. So the completion good for 7 there. And it'll be 2nd down.
The Bengals at 3-0 here in the month of September. And they coming on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their dip.
And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. A great play there.
With his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bengals get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon.
An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Packers offense here coming back out for their 2nd drive.
Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Now a handoff running through the middle. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
And they'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
On 3rd down, Dawson. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line.
Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss.
Well, competition comes up in so many different ways. And right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. Had about 5 sacks last week. We just saw their first one of this game.
On now is the Packers punter. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Now a fair catch called for and made right on the 45-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. The Bengals drive about to get going.
They've got the 7-0 lead. Now they've got the football back after their defense got the stop, CD. And you get the feeling if they could score here, they...
Down the numbers. There he goes.
Down to the 10.
And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. A great effort there. With a 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year.
And the Bengals are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Another impressive drive, so they're 2 for 2, 2 touchdowns. Charles, a great start to this ball game for them.
And one of the words that's really worked its way into our lexicon is stacking. They've stacked momentum each time out, not only on offense. Between those touchdowns, defense held, forced a punt to get the ball back, and they played awfully well in this one. Both sides played at optimum level.
Extra point right down the middle, and it's now 14-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Packers ready to take over offensively. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. They'll start this drive out on the ground. Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 11 carries and even 60 yards and a touchdown.
There were some signs of life from their ground game last week, but overall, just a so-so performance. Everyone knows they can make a slight improvement how they contribute to this aspect of the offense. Lyman can set their blocks and hold them a little bit longer, and he can be quicker to the hole and hit a lane. If they do that, they should get some better numbers produced this week.
Now 3rd down and 7. Back to throw. Dawson. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 21 yards there on 3rd down.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
On 1st and 10, Dawson. Blitz coming, and down he goes. It was Myles Murphy who fired in and got him to the ground.
That was their 3rd sack of the ball game. 2nd in the league in sacks coming into this one. They're planning on making it a race to the top, aren't they?
Absolutely. They're looking up at that top spot, but they might be looking down at the 2nd spot pretty soon. There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end.
Personal foul, face mask, defense.
So it was already a gain on the completion, but tack on some more with that penalty.
Absolutely, and no matter what angle you're making a tackle from, you can't grab the face mask, and that's just putting your defense on its heels just a little bit more.
So a big penalty there on the face mask leads to 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Dawson. Caught on the right side by Adams. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that's going to bring up 2nd down. Well, this defense for the Bengals, they were excellent a week ago in that victory over Indianapolis.
And the way they did it was by getting after the quarterback. Sacked him 7 times in that game. Came from all angles, created a lot of illusions, and especially just beat them man for man. That's the kind of defense that really frustrates an opponent.
This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. Back to throw. Dawson. That is caught. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. A first catch for the man leading the NFL in receiving yards in this first month. And a first down to boot. So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that 3rd down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field. Defensively, make sure you know where he is, because he understands how to get open in key situations.
On the out route, this is Adams with a catch. It'll be a gain of 5, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the Bengals 6-yard line.
Here's a give up the middle. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
Holding, offense.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. They'll look to throw again. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. Tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. So 2 third down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a 3rd, and now they deal with 4th down. And his kick here is good. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3.
So, Charles, they are on the board after that kick. So 3 drives, 3 points. Obviously not the start that you were hoping for, but they're able to erase that 0 off the scoreboard.
Yeah, I guess what you're saying is a point of drive is not what offenses are striving for by any stretch. They're happy they've got 3 now. They hope that that unlocks their offense for bigger points down the road.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. 1 play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Ready for the second quarter from Cincinnati. It's the Bengals with the football here. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. As they've got it as we resume action. And he works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. Burrow hooking up with Higgins for a Bengal first down.
But things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick it down, any down, even 3rd down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
They'll run on first down. Atkins. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down for a nice little gain.
48 yards rushing for him now to this point.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. Play action. It's Burrow. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. Defensively, celebration time because they finally forced an incompletion. He was perfect throwing the ball to that point.
Yeah, but from his viewpoint, they didn't force the incompletion. He just missed. That's how hot he is right now, and that's how he wants to continue to throw the ball.
And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to convert on 3rd and short yardage with a gain of 4.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the first down. A nice run right there.
First down. Here's Burrow. Looking left side, and it's complete. Still moving. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. A big play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals add 6 to their lead.
So, Charles, that's 3 touchdowns on 3 drives, and it's just been an offensive barrage so far.
Great work, partner, using barrage right there. I'm going to add another word if you don't mind. How about perfection? No surprise that they're leading right now. Absolute dominance throughout this ball game and no signs of slowing down.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is up to 18 now.
This taken in at the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Now the Packers get set to go.
And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ball game.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10 as opposed to 21-3. 21-10, a little more optimism, a little more bounce around the locker room, a little more discussion about how they're going to finish this thing off. 21-3, I think discouragement clouds that locker room.
Yeah, and I think a touchdown much bigger than a field goal on this drive just to get into the end zone and get that momentum. On 2nd down, they'll run it here.
And this defense able to plug him up there as he'll get a yard to the 35.
The Packers on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. A 3-yard gain and enough for the first down.
3rd and inches, just turn around, hand it to the big guy and let him plow forward and pick up a first down. A lot of people think that the offensive line, they may almost take the play off because they got a big guy back there pushing forward. I think it actually works in reverse. I think they block harder because they love seeing that guy get the ball because he doesn't touch it very often.
A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
From the 44 now, here's 2nd and 4.
At the 44-yard line.
throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it, sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 42. A third down conversion with a strong gain of 14.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they're having panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
The throw down the field, caught by his running back. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. That one goes for 36 yards.
This play is a thing of beauty when it works as designed because they let the running back slip out of the backfield and head down the sideline on a wheel route. Number one, it's easy for him to get lost. And number two, really tough for the linebacker to run with him. And this ball's right on the money and leads to a big play.
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's first and goal just outside the 5. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's... Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. A huge win defensively there on the sack, setting him back 12 yards. And now third and goal.
So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's the game plan that they've had so far because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
They'll look to throw on third and goal. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's fourth down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps him inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He's over 40 yards here in the second quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
And now he's looking just to add to his totals. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Burrow will throw.
Man open, that's Jamar Chase complete.
And they're able to get this one across the 35.
The LSU connection, Burrow to Chase for the Cincinnati first.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
They'll look to throw here.
Another one into the hands of Jamar Chase.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Another first down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
So into Packer territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 49-yard line. Off the play fake, here's Burrow.
There's a short one to the tight end, Johnson.
Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it'll be second down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the Packers' 44-yard line.
Up the middle they go. It's Atkins. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a third down.
3rd and 2.
They'll keep it on the ground. And
seconds. And he is going to have a Bengals first down. At least it appears that way. And he got it by maybe the length of a football.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And they go play action now. Burrow.
He will find his man Chase complete.
And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first.
That's the 3rd time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going. And right now, it's paying off with big chunks of yardage, as shown by that last play.
From the red zone now, here's Burrow, 1st down. And that is caught. He's got it for the Bengal touchdown. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half.
And the Bengals are able to add on to their 1st half lead. In the 2nd quarter, and already his 2nd touchdown reception.
Absolutely the definition of a difference maker.
And now before we get to the extra point, remember all touchdowns do have to be confirmed by the replay official. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How's the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
So take away the touchdown there, as that's going to be ruled an incomplete pass.
On 2nd down, Burrow. And it's caught.
And the Bengals are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there.
And he's in. Touchdown, Bengals. A great effort there. On his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns.
And the Bengals go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points.
Well, 3 scores in this game, I think that deserves some type of a broad gesture. I know in hockey, that's called a hat trick and people throw their hats out on the ice. What about us? What can we do for this guy?
Well, if I'm his teammates, I'm buying him a little steak dinner tonight, right? At least a skirt steak, probably a filet.
Oh, you're going big. I like that.
Yeah, I mean, skirt at minimum,
skirt
filet
steak.
at
Come
maximum.
on. You can't give the guy a skirt steak. Skirt's 3 times. There you go.
10 ounce, 16 ounce.
Porterhouse.
Ryan.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Green Bay offense ready to take over.
They've been settling quite a bit. They've been able to move the football some, but they've just been settling. That's one of the reasons they're down on the scoreboard.
I love that word you picked, settling, because nowadays in this NFL, you're thinking touchdown almost every drive because everything's so high powered. Yeah, you'll take the field goal, but you always feel like you're leaving points out there when you don't put it in the end zone.
They'll be trying to put it in the end zone here on this drive.
And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And he'll be taken down after a short gain as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. To throw on 3rd down, Dawson. And that is incomplete.
Sometimes it's just not your day. There's another failure right there on 3rd down.
On now is the Packers punter as he's on to kick it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. 37 yards on the punt with no return.
And the Bengals take over 1st and 10.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They've had a very solid first half, and as we near the end of that first half, they're just looking for a little more on top of their lead right now.
And when you put together a game plan on offense, you put together what you think is going to be the best possible scenario, right? Hey, we're going to score. These are the plays that are going to do it. But you also put together your counters, meaning after they make adjustments to what you're doing, what do we have to go to next?
The adjustment to the adjustment?
Exactly. So I can't wait to see if we come out of the half, how they're going to go about doing things. Do you just keep running what you ran before, or do you go to your counters expecting those adjustments to happen?
Before that, we'll see the end here of this first half. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line.
2nd down and 4.
At their 49-yard line.
Burrow looking to pass. Packer pressure, and down he goes. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. On third down, Burrow. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
Pass interference. Defense.
Thought they were going to force a 4th down. Instead, P.I. gives them the first.
And that's frustrating because you think you've taken them really deep into the count, haven't you? Instead, you've got to start all over. That can really, really be demoralizing.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. And Burrow going to be hit and taken down. They got him. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. The Packer offense heading back for one final first half drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these 2 teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Jefferson moving in motion left. Now a fake on the jet sweep, and they'll instead run up the middle. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, and he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. And Watson has it right side. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. And it's fielded at the 34.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 39-yard line.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone. A lot to get to here this final day of September. So let's get started.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. So here are the Bengals set to take over. They're on a 3-game winning streak, and right now looking good in this one as well. Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here, 1st and 10 at their own 22.
Here we go. 11.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. Noah Sewell there to make that play defensively.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
And he'll get a couple up to the 29. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Burrow on third down. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he's going to have a Bengals first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Now it's Burrow. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. 18 yards on that one, and the Bengals are moving. First down.
This is just more of the same. This defense has had no answer on a lot of these throws. They've let these receivers run wild, and here's another completion for good yardage.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Now it's Burrow. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. Second down. Here's 2nd and 10. To the air again, Burrow. And that is incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And into the end zone. It's a pick six and a Packer touchdown. Boy, a big play right there. I mean, a touchdown on this drive could have really put some separation on the scoreboard. Instead, it's the defense who scores. And, partner, we got a game again.
And we do have one because of what you just described. A defense that understood what was going on in this game and did something about it. They knew their offense needed some help. They just provided it. They're back in this one.
They'll look to throw. And now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is.
I know they didn't tack on the 2 points, but I liked their attempt. After the interception return for a touchdown, I was thinking to myself, forget kicking it, go for 2, and they did.
Well, yeah, and everybody's scrambling. Maybe you catch the defense on their heels. They weren't ready to be out there.
Yeah, it's almost like a sudden change, right? There's a turnover, you take it away, they stuck it in the end zone, keep the momentum going. Give credit to the defensive guys for rallying and stopping that 2-point attempt.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He's had a touchdown for every quarter so far. 3 here in the 3rd and probably hoping he's not done yet.
And this is a situation where it's okay to be greedy. When you've already scored 3 times, you want 4, you want more than that. And guess what? That only helps your team.
Yeah, so far 3, now in search of 4. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. He finds his man complete. That's Atkins. Well, hang on now. We're going to pause here. We've got an injured player. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. From the 43, here's 2nd down and 7. Now Burrow. And, he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. They go play action with Burrow. A throw left sideline falls incomplete.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
The Bengals bring out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time.
And great special teams work here. This is knocking on the door of the 5. They'll spot it at the 6-yard line. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. Throwing to start the drive. Dawson got his man complete over the middle. It's Adams. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. 2nd and a couple.
At the 14-yard line.
Looking to throw. Dawson. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And did he get in? No, they'll mark him down at the 1-yard line. That's now a 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. Getting set to go again as we look at the back heading onto the field again. He is hoping to find the end zone for a 3rd time, and we sit now in the 3rd quarter.
And nothing would excite him more, I think even more so, his offensive line. Anytime you've got a guy scoring that many times, that means you've done a really nice job in front of him.
You're always giving props to the big fellas up front.
It's always a good idea. Those are some massive men.
They'll try to run this one in. And this is not going to do it as he's stopped at the 2-yard line. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. 3rd and goal. Burrow. Open man is Higgins, and he's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. 2 yards on the touchdown there. And the Bengals take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points. So they're able to capitalize there on the short field, and that might prove to be the score that turns out the lights.
The party's over. Oh, sorry about that. That's an old reference there, folks. But, yeah, they've been the better of the 2 teams by far, and that's great complimentary football right there. Defense gets the turnover, sets up the short field, and the offense goes right out and scores to open up a pretty sizable lead.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that pushes the lead up to 23. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled into 20. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. Off the bootleg, Dawson. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Packers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. Right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
Throwing on 1st down, Dawson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
A throw over the middle taken in, and they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. He has a 1st down, and that catch will also put him over 100 yards receiving now on the afternoon. Now a handoff looking right. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down. Another modest gain there on that one, and I think, Charles, you can probably pin part of the deficit on a failure on their part to really get this ground game established.
Yeah, and they've really struggled to be multidimensional in this one, haven't they, partner? Because they have to be extremely one-dimensional now if they hope to get back into this game. They have to do it by throwing the football and hope to have success through the air.
Off play action. Dawson. He's got his target. That's complete. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And this is an offense in need of getting a few good things to happen. Here's one right here. They've had their share of struggles in key moments, but that's a nice throw and nice work after the throw. And they're set up now with a 1st and goal.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Touchdown, Packers! Justin Jefferson with career touchdown number 60. And the Packers are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. They went empty backfield, all their weapons out wide, so there really was no secret here to what they were going to do.
No secret, but they still had to execute it, and they still had to protect the guy throwing the ball, because oftentimes when you empty the backfield, people bring pressure at you. They managed to hold in there and successfully complete the touchdown pass.
Now a toss going left. And he is not going to get in here. So the decision to go for 2 does not pay off as they're unable to cut any further into their deficit. So the defense gets the stop. I know it's situation to situation, but who has more pressure there, offense or defense, when they go for 2?
I truly believe it's the defense has more pressure, because the offense has an entire playbook wide open from the 2-yard line. You can run it, you can throw it. So defensively, I think most teams are going to be aggressive and force the issue and try and bring pressure.
So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
On 2nd down, here's Burrow. He finds his man, complete. That's Atkins. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Good job by this defense, and now playing what they call complementary football. Offense scores a touchdown for them, so they come right out, force what should be a 3-and-out, and keep the momentum squarely on their side.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
Back to throw. Dawson. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. He may go. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for Bengals TD. And Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half. And for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick 6.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. And as confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
Extra point attempt here still to come. And the lead is now 24. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Packers offense now heading back out onto the field.
Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
A good pickup there, 26 yards. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
On first down, Dawson. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
2nd and 7.
2nd and 7 at the 49-yard line.
Looking to throw, Dawson.
He's going to find Jefferson open downfield.
And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 22-yard line. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field.
Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment.
Back to throw again. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try to pick up another first down.
He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
On 3rd down, Dawson. Quick hitter here, it's complete.
And he's going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
First down, Packers.
So both offenses come to life here in this 3rd quarter as this is shaping up for a good finish. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Back now in Cincinnati. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Dawson firing quickly here, and that's complete. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. And the Bengals are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down. Well, we saw plenty of that during his much-heralded college career. He parlayed that into becoming a first-round selection. And now here he is making interceptions in the National Football League.
And this is a guy that has all the physical tools, but the thing that sets him apart is what he's got between his ears. And that's the 6th sense for knowing where the football is going. Just an excellent play there to create the turnover.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. They'll try to get forward, but he's going to be stopped in his tracks at about the 3. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 3-yard line.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Atkins. Well, that gives them a little room, but not much. A gain of 2 to the 5.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Burrow will throw. Here's Higgins out on the right side. And he'll be brought down shy of the first down marker at the 11. And that's good for a gain of 6. And that's going to make it 4th down. The Bengals bring out their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. Fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
So good field position for the Packers as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he will find his man on the outside. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd down and a yard.
Looking to throw. Dawson.
Throwing left side, and Watson has it.
And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. That catch puts him over 70 yards receiving now as he's got a 1st down. Operating from the gun. Dawson.
This one brought in by Jefferson.
Pushing his way. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble.
And it looks like one of the DBs has it.
And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely.
Cincinnati set to take over once again. And they have to be feeling pretty good. Comfortable 4th quarter lead as they take over following the fumble recovery.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. Solid footwork, but not able to get a whole lot. Brought down shy of the 10. Give them 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Now whistles and a flag. And I believe a Bengal got going a little early there. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Burrow looking to pass.
And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
On 3rd down, Atkins. And he gets it up to the 10-yard line here. It's a 6-yard gain, and it leaves them looking at a 4th down.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid-type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 48. Throwing to start the drive. Dawson.
Slant to Adams.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
Now here's a throw that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there.
2nd down and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
In motion left goes Watson.
And they will score. It's a Packer touchdown. 25 yards.
And the Packers are able to cut into that deficit.
Defensively, sometimes they talk about getting a hat on a hat. Well, there they got a hat on a hat blocking offensively, allowing that running back to get in the end zone.
And the defenders were trying so hard to get off of those blocks to get to the runner, but they were never able to do so. Well-executed play by the offense.
They'll try and throw for it. And he's going to get in for the score. And the lead now cut to 14. Well, it's still an uphill battle from here, that's for sure, but that makes it a two-score game.
And now we see why teams practice so much on the two-point conversion, why you have more than one play ready, because you may need multiples to throw out a ball game. There's a great example right there.
So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away. And he returns this to the 22. Cincinnati's offense coming back here onto the field. Well, there are two scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Here's Burrow. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hoping they can come through on this play and get this series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a first down.
On 3rd down, Burrow. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Burrow on his toes that time as they get the first down. That is an absolute backbreaker. That was a design passing play, wasn't a draw. You think you got him stopped, good coverage downfield, and he's able to pick up the first with his legs. Defensively, that kicks into your psyche and hurts a little bit, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and here's the thing. Anytime you give up a first down, it hurts you psychologically, but it hurts more when they get it this way because you've covered everything. He didn't have any place to throw the football. He takes off running and picks it up anyway, and now you have to stay on the field for an extra set of downs.
And really could have used that stop trailing here in the fourth. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Now it's Burrow. This pass complete to Higgins. And he won't get close. Only a yard, 4th and 3.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Fielded just inside the 20. It's a 40-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. Green Bay's offense ready to go again. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. Now a dump off here complete, and they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. Back to throw. Dawson. And it's complete to Adams. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. Give him 18 on that play, and Green Bay has the first as well. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
On 1st and 10, Dawson. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And they regroup defensively after the broken tackle, getting to him just beyond the 45. Again, he'll drop to throw. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field that's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
I think it's safe to say that he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. 4th down now, but he was fortunate on that one not to have another turnover on his ledger.
That is caught.
He'll get it inside the 20.
And finally taken down at the 4-yard line. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll look to throw again. And he'll just get rid of it. Down this close to the goal line, first down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on first down in this situation because second down, that gives me that option of running play action and maybe throwing it.
To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
They'll look to throw on third and goal. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown.
And the Packers get a bit closer. So this back now to a 10-point spread, and you have to imagine they'll line up and go for 2.
Oh, no question about it. If they can get this to an 8-point game, they can make things awfully interesting here in these last few minutes.
So the touchdown was big. This almost equally big as he'll try to get it to a 1-score game with a 2-point conversion. And they don't get it. They tried for the 2-point conversion there, but unsuccessful. A very pivotal 2-point try that does not go their way. Now it's a big uphill battle for the rest of the fourth quarter.
The attempt was to try and make it a 1-score game, right? Touchdown, get 2, now you've tied it up. Instead, they don't get it, still down 10.
And this is going to be snuffed out. The Bengals recover. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
On first down, it's Atkins, and just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
2nd and 10.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column.
And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line. 5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down.
And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. They'll run on first down. Atkins, he is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
On 3rd down, it's Atkins.
And he will have the Bengals first down, and it's celebration time on that sideline, and they've earned it.
It's a gain of 15, and that ought to just about put an end to this one.
Brendan, every great running backs coach I've talked with has always talked about when you have great vision, you're not consciously thinking about your cuts and your moves, you're just doing them. And I think that's what we're seeing tonight. He's about to run them into submission, hasn't he?
You took the words right out of my mouth. I was just going to use that phrase. He has run them into submission.
Wave the white flag.
And the clock will roll down to zeros. 4 weeks in, 4-0. I don't think anybody needs to alert the 72 Dolphins just yet, but great start to the season.
Great start. How about taking a knee at the end, and there's no better feeling for a team than to do that, to close out a victory. But you're right, at 4-0,